In a modern Western world, we are constantly in a hurry, day after day, in a rush. And what if you would stop for a while? Take a break to enjoy your life, travel, and do things you never done before? We decided to give it a try. There is a first time for everything, but we never imagined how many of them we will have during our sabbatical break. Everything started when we boarded a plane in Warsaw to get to Thailand. 16 hours later, we found ourselves in Chiang Mai, where it was our first time to celebrate Yipeng. Festivals where locals and tourists are releasing thousands of lanterns in the air. It's believed that it frees people from things like bad luck, unhappiness, and anger.
I was always telling that I will never drive a scooter or motorbike, but never say never in Asia. Public transport does not exist, so you will be forced in the end to rent a scooter. And it's super easy to learn.
Elephants are beautiful and smart animals. Unfortunately, in Asia, they are very often used in tourist business in a very cruel way. After a long research, we found a place where they are being handled with love and care, and you can even play a bit with them. Thailand is full of stunning temples and friendly people, so you never know when you will meet new friends. We met monk Pisha just in front of his house in the mountains. And despite the language barrier, he took us for a few hours hike just to show us a great sunset viewpoint.
If you want to feel for a first time like Indiana Jones, visiting the old temples with birds flying over your head, then Bagan is the place. It is also one of the best places to fly a balloon and watch over 108 square kilometers of sacred buildings. Crossing border is usually not so special event, but doing it first time on foot between Myanmar and Thailand was completely different experience.
Diving has been for us something elite, outside of our reach, but we managed to try it for the first time on Koh Chang Island. And we love it so much that we end up with our first diving license.
Have you ever been to Cambodia? It was also for us first time to immerse in nearly 1000 years old temples with Angkor Wat as main one. 3 days of driving with electric scooter was not enough to see all of the majestic constructions with amazing sculptures. Can you name any of Paradise Islands you have been to? For us, Koh Rong Sanloem was the first one. It joins cool pubs, fantastic people, deserted beaches if you wander a little bit, and glowing plankton in the night.
Every culture is different and staying with locals is always interesting experience. During our scooter road trip in Vietnam, we were lucky to join a wonderful family on a party to celebrate International Women's Day. We picked coconuts straight from the tree, cooked some food, danced, sang, and that's our favorite memory from this beautiful country.
In Vietnam, you can rent a scooter as in most of the places in Southeast Asia. But for extended period of time, it begins to be expensive. So best way is to buy your own and be completely free with your destination.
Songkran, New Year Bottle Festival, celebrated in April in Laos, Thailand and Cambodia. We took part in it during our Laos road trip and thereby we spent 3 days splashing water on everybody around.
But life sometimes isn't so perfect. It kicks you when you are not expecting. We had our first motorbike accident and we sightsee Vietnamese hospital from inside. Even this situation didn't have stopped us, and we continue our journey first to see Halong Bay and later to start our first real road trip. You should see the face of the guy in rental agency when I took the keys to our camper van still using crutches. This country gave us amazing memories of petting kangaroos, having our dirty dishes cleaned up by hungry possums, or seeing whales jumping out of the water. We hold in our hands cute koala at Lone Pine Sanctuary near Brisbane, and we were attacked by pelican.
Have you ever heard about the boat hitchhiking? It was our big dream to try it. We managed to join the crew of Captain Jimmy, and we sailed on his yacht for a month through Anambas Island.
We also managed to see for the first time outside of the zoo proboscis monkeys and orangutans in Malaysian jungle. Volcanoes are sometimes frightening, but if you have never seen them from the top, you need to do it. Bromo in Indonesian island Java gave us this experience. Soon after it, we went inside of another crater, Ijen, especially to see blue flames, but also to look at the work of local miners, as Caldera is active sulfur mine. Funerals in Western culture are sad, but on Sulawesi Island, local Christian community is making it a huge party with feasts and bullfights. Are dragons all in fairy tales? No! We have seen few of them on Komodo.
We snorkeled many times, but seeing huge turtles and mantas from such a close distance, it's totally different experience.
Hollywood, the Dream Factory. Our visit to LA and sightseeing it showed us how overhyped it is. Everybody have heard about Halloween, but Mexican Dia de Muertos, which means Day of the Dead, is not so well known, but it is way older, probably even 3000 years old. Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula is a place full of history, and every history lover needs to go there. We felt so amazed by Mayan sites that in the end we visited 18 of them. But Yucatan is not only history. Nature there is quite astonishing as well. For instance, cenotes where you can snorkel or like us dive.
Very close to Mexico is Cuba, beautiful country with rich culture and colonial architecture. But due to communism, it looks like the time has stopped there in 60s.
This was our first time that we traveled for over a year, and also a first time to go completely around the world. If you have the chance to do the same, do not hesitate.